Morning. Yeah, bruh. NBA Cup is over. Second one in the books. That was a good one. I like both of them. Last year, crazy stuff. I mean, Tyrese had the daytime beating the Bucks last year, and then AD. Yeah, bruh. NBA Cup is over. Second one. Sorry, myself. I was listening to myself talking. Um, but yeah, last year AD had like the 40 and 20 game. It's Dude, NBA Cup, it's legit. Like I enjoy watching it. It was such a good game last night. Um Bucks played well. We'll talk about the game in a little bit, dog, but just wanted to preface by saying, holy crap. Like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Get into that right now. I've got a bunch of other stuff later. Let's talk about it right now. Talk about it right now. Stuffs. Just box score. All right. Yeah. Last night, Bucks Thunder. Okay. First of all, I want to talk about this. I want to do dark mode. This is I can't. Want to talk about a couple things, couple key points. Excuse me if I've been awake for a little bit, but eyes are like right there in my face. But first thing I want to mention is, despite the Thunder law like losing by 16 points, I think it's the second lowest scoring game by any team season thus far. 81 points. That like why? But the number one defense still held the Bucks to under 100 points, which is very very impressive. Made the Bucks shoot 42% from the field. I mean, Bucks shot 43%. They were kind of chucking at the end. At one point, they were like, I believe they were like 7 for 12, and then they like 17. Yes, crazy. So that's still 42%, which is really really good. But they were blazing it way early on. Um, this is going to be the key talking point. The 15% from three, the 5 3-pointers, 5 for 32. That was rough. That was extremely rough to watch. They were just chucking, and I just feel bad. My brother's a Thunder fan. If some of you guys know, watch the channel. I don't know how you shoot that bad. I don't know. I feel like it was just very very interesting to see a team that has some shooters. I mean, first of all, Isaiah Joe is really really good. Just catch and shoot. He can hit the three. Jada can hit the three. Lou Dort can hit the three. They got AJ Mitchell. He's been playing more. He can hit it. Like, they got guys who can hit it. Casey Wallace, right? Just was really interesting that they were at 5 for 32 in this game. And was it a credit to the Bucks defense? We could check the advanced stats or something. We probably talk about it, but that's it. Or just it just looked like straight up bricks. Like, and that's why the eye test is important, is because like the misses felt like it was brick after brick, and the shot selection they're kind of just chucking a little. So really, really interesting. Some of these other stats that I haven't looked at yet. 25 assists for the Bucks. I think Giannis had a triple double. He did 26, 19, and 10, and some amazing blocks. Just crazy, crazy blocks. Excuse me. I had a great game. I think it went for like 5 for 5 or 6 for 6 in the first quarter, and then kind of just cooled off after that point. Okay, kind of got locked up a little bit. J-Dub was putting the work in here and there, but outside the three main players, you have nobody score over 7 points, which is crazy to me. But yeah, I guess Thunder shot more free throws than the Bucks. Way more offensive rebounds for the Bucks. More defensive rebounds. Bucks had 7, almost double the amount of turnovers that the Thunder had, and they just didn't capitalize on it. So that's why 3-and-D game is so interesting. And I know I was really high on the Celtics. I know everyone's really high on the Celtics season, because they're that good. But I don't want to. I imagine a game where Giannis playing the Celtics in the playoffs, and you have a mildly not good night. Not saying 5 for 32, 50%. Like, that's absolutely 80 points. That's crazy. But the Celtics, like, imagine them having a really, really bad shooting, and Giannis, it's just chalked. Like, Giannis wins that game. Like, so the more that I'm watching the Celtics, they're still really, really, really good. But in principle and in theory, a high volume 3-point shooting team versus a guy takes it into the paint constantly, 60% each paint. It's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, Giannis was getting. People were saying he's getting all the calls in the world. Some of them are. A lot of them actually were like legit fouls, from what I saw. Like, they pulled the chair off from under him, and like, ooh, that was a good move, off out. And then you look at the back view, and Shay's literally pulling him down. Like, other stuff, I mean, just straight up hack. Giannis' jump shot, dude. It's a thing. It's becoming more of a thing than it has been, which is, for Giannis, that's a big freaking deal. Because Giannis, he got into that post, look, play, guy off, and then spin and cash money. And that could get gnarly, dude. That could get really bad for other teams. Giannis was getting every shot he wanted. I just can't believe, like, how bad the Thunder shot, though. Like, everything just was crazy. I like, game was really close for a little bit, and the Thunder were still winning despite, like, having fewer turnovers, shooting worse from the field, having less assists. They had more steals, they had more points to the paint, and they had less fouls, and the Bucks still won this basketball game. Excuse me. Like, it blows my mind. So I really didn't see anybody come and pop out from the Thunder, obviously. I mean, Shea had 21 and 4 assists, right? Or, excuse me, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And it's hard. Shea is really interesting. I have really interesting on Shea because I was a Clippers fan. I am a Clippers fan. We drafted him, a rookie, right? So I was like, this guy's pretty cool. We traded him. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That'd be a good deal. Now he's like an MVP candidate, and that's kind of crazy. But I mentioned it a couple streams ago and in the podcast. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But I'm like, him and Tatum are both on the same level of, like, they're very good. They pop out sometimes, but I don't see them in terms of, like, the give me the ball, I'm gonna dominate. When, like, Very rarely. And Shea had a game, I think it was against Mavericks. They held Luka to like 17 points. And then Shea had like 40 something. And I was like, okay, yeah, like, oh, I'm seeing more flashes of him balling out and doing well. But I'm just like not scared of those guys in the same way that I am of Jokic, of Giannis. And most of the time, some of the time, when he's completely healthy, like you're talking about, like Joel Embiid, like that's another guy who I'm like in terms of game scenario, I knew the Bucks were gonna win this game regardless because in a one game all like win all scenario, I can't think of two better guys to have to win this game than rather than or over Giannis, Dame. But like those two guys, and they give me one game, especially when you lose this game and it doesn't go in your record, right? So matter. Those two guys combined, we're gonna win this game, and they pulled through. And I was like, it solidifies my point that they are one of the best duos in the NBA at the moment. Especially, I think they're the leading scoring duo in the NBA. They're doing very good. They've got shooters around them. I mean, Andre Jackson Jr. had a very, very solid defensive effort. I was thinking that in the first half, and I was like, probably, dip off because Shea's going to go off. But it never really did. I mean, Brooke Lopez hit some crazy threes. Torian Prince had 2 threes. Gary Trent Jr. had some threes. Bobby Portis had some buckets. I mean, he had 5 points, 9 rebounds. But they got some guys on this team, bro. So the Eastern Conference race is officially, in my eyes, a lot more wide open. We previously had thought. I want to talk about one extra thing. Talk about one more with the NBA Cup. My wife, we were watching, and she brought up a great point. I've thought about this, but she's like, I think whoever wins the NBA Cup MVP, that should be a great resume builder for this year for the MVP. And I was like, point. I don't. It's still early, and it's like, I guess, but I see vision there of like, once we get more comfortable with it and a more regular thing, and we know how to kind of process this win instead of like, oh, it's in the for regular that. Like I personally am like that. I think it does matter. Last year, I mean, LeBron won it, and I don't think LeBron was going to contend. But if you are an MVP candidate and you win the NBA Cup MVP, like imagine if Shea won it. If Shea won it, I think we have more of a discussion because he's a guy who hasn't won it yet. So he's like, oh, look at this dude, he popped out. Like if Shea had what Giannis had, if Shea had 26, 19, and 10, we're like, whoa, Shea jumped up an MVP candidate. I think that's how it would have gone if Shea won it. Not saying that's not the same for Giannis. I think Giannis definitely has a case way more than he did now, or way than he did before. And I'm excited to see how it goes going forward because I think it is a big resume builder. Hey, first like quarter to first half of the season, this dude has shown, like physically shown, that I was the best player of this tournament. I balled out. I took it seriously. Our team won because of it. Like your team still has to go through a good stretch in the NBA Cup because all of the games except for like one are tied to standings. Like the NBA Cup final, if you lose, like I said, it doesn't count. So I think we do need to put more of an emphasis on the NBA Cup MVP for regular season MVP. What that is specifically in terms of if it's too early or whatever, I think there needs to be. I think there should be. I think if I was voting, I would be like, hey, Jokic is playing really good, but especially if Jokic's team is like a 7th or 8th seed, and Giannis is like 5th, maybe 4th. We'll have to see how they go. The Magic might drop down. The Knicks, Hawks, Bucks have a high seed. I'm like, hey, this dude, his team's got a high seed. He's been playing very, very well, leading the league in scoring, and he had the NBA Cup MVP earlier this year. That's going to be a big deal for me. So, but outside of that, I really don't have many thoughts on the NBA Cup. I loved watching it. I think it's a great idea. We need to keep doing it. I like the courts better this year instead of just plain red for the Bulls court. Like, dude, what's watching? There's some cool courts. I know the Rockets court. Everyone or Steve Kerr said I felt like I was descending in the depths of hell or something like that. It looked cool. I liked it a lot. Like it's red, but it's got some sparkly stuff and it's got a gradient. And it looks so. We got some good stuff. The Celtics players kept the parquet low key, kind of over the top of it, and it was like this is cool. Celtics jersey still sucked though, 100%. They were trash. They were dog water. I'm also shocked. Well, okay, let's look at my predictions. We talked about this last stream, thing in the podcast. My predictions were dog water. Holy crap. Like, I had the Timberwolves winning the whole thing. Let me get to it. Yeah. I had Minnesota, Cleveland in the final. I had Cleveland, Boston in the first round, Cleveland winning. New York, Indiana in the first round, New York winning. And then Cleveland, New York, and then Cleveland winning. None of these teams were even in it. It was like, who was it in the East? Magic, Bucks, Knicks, Hawks, right? So I got the Knicks right. Didn't get the Magic, didn't get the Bucks, didn't get the Hawks. So, and then in the West, I had Warriors, Lakers, Timberwolves, Thunder. So I got the Thunder right. But, yeesh. It's just really interesting to see. I made these probably like right before the NBA Cup actually started when I made this. November 12th. So far away. I think this. But yeah, Bucks Thunder was not what I had projected on my for my my projections. I guess. Very very interesting. I love the NBA Cup. I felt the playoff atmosphere. I know everyone's making fun of the fans. Like, oh man, the fans aren't doing justice. There were some guys in the stands that were counting down Giannis's free throws, doing out of respect for Westbrook. Man, I mean, it was funny, and they missed, and they ended up getting the crew, the ESPN, the camera crew, to go over and like got them, and that was just, oh man, I loved it. It was so funny. NBA Cup's good. The Thunder are still going to be fine. The Bucks have now probably won over everyone if they had not already. I think 12-3 games after starting 2-8. I think so. They should have everyone's respect. Really, really enjoyed that. That's all I got on that. So let me pull up some other stuff. I'm trying to do a lot more like longer streams. So got some other fun stuff. Next up, we're gonna do let's do ranking the all NBA teams. Gotta get that. Gosh, so many ads. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Boom. I think we're good. Oh. All right. So I wanted to do this because I thought it would be a ton of guys. There's the first team, second team, third team, like snubbed, and then no chance. So there's gonna be probably a lot of guys area, and we 5 on each. I'm not counting on a thing anymore, right? Oh my gosh, I can't do this, bro. Dang it. Ah, wow. I hate those. Okay. Starting off early. Easy. Starting off super hot. I mean, Giannis, I think I'm going to throw him first team. Not that crazy of a thought, you know? I think, given what we just saw in the NBA Cup last night, he's going to be here. He's going to be MVP candidate. 100%. He's the higher seed than they previously were. So, yeah. I'm going to go with Devin Booker. I'm going to go snubbed. Just because the Suns haven't been like standout thus far, and if they have been, it hasn't been because of him. I think he's averaging less on more, which is interesting. Yeah, I think he's averaging more, and he's averaging less points. And I don't think he's that good. So we'll have to look at him later. But as of right now, I'm just purely gut reaction. There's a lot of guys. I'll get into the nitty gritty of like comparing players and stats and stuff when I have to make it like finalized. So we're gonna put him in stub for right now. Bonus: the Kings are also not doing that hot, so I'm just gonna give them. I'm gonna give them the snubbed. I should mention really quick. So my requirements for this, standing, it's based off of like your standings, individual stats, kind of the narrative of the team. I mean, that's what I'm looking at. And so when I put a guy in snubbed or no chance, or an 11 seed or a 10 seed, or because you're injured or what have you. So there's a lot of things that are going into it, and I'll explain for every single player. Stephen Curry is an interesting one because he started off hot. His individual stats haven't been as high as they could be because running a 25-man lineup, right? So Steph, for right now, putting him on the second team. He's been very, very good. The Warriors were very good the first quarter of the season. Can they keep it up? The standings, let's put the standings up right now. Okay, standings. Yeah, the Warriors are 7th. The Suns are 6th. So maybe we talk about Devin Booker. We'll look at stats after that. Nuggets are 5th. They're 9th. Even though we have more wins than. Oh my gosh, all of these guys are 14. Oh no, 14, 11, 14. That's crazy. You guys are doing pretty good. The Grizzlies. Right now, Bam Adebayo. Since if it was position, like power forward, guards, 2 forward, 1 big, might put Bam up, but I'm gonna go with no chance. I mean, standings, they're doing fine, but I think they're gonna trade Jimmy. How does that end up for him? I don't know if Bam is really having that crazy of a season. This guy also no shot. There's no way, not yet. Unless he has the opposite of what last year was, he just flips around. I think that there's no chance. LaMelo. I'm gonna go with no chance just because of injury. How many games has he played so far? I don't. Played 19 out of like the 26, 27 games. So he has missed some. He's missed a lot of games, averaging 30, 12 threes a game. Holy crap. So, hold on. Missed 7 games so far. I think 17 not make it. So if he misses 10 more, and then that's like if he's healthy, what is he? The Hornets. I'm gonna go no chance right now. It's a combination of injury and standings is not good. This guy though, Anthony Davis. Second team. Let's go second team for right now. That's not bad. That's not that bad. He's not the top tier, but he's not bottom tier. Third team. But we're smack dab second team has been good. I think he's still leading. Lakers are doing okay. You're not okay. They're above 500, but that we know that doesn't get you anywhere in the world. So, Jaylen Brown also second team or third team. I'm gonna go second team for right now. I'm gonna go second team for right now, just because I'm gonna do this as well. I'm gonna put Tatum on the first team. Let's just do Celtics. Boom. We all know why. Celtics are very good. You guys are reigning champions. They're trying to defend that title this year, and I think that just makes. Jaylen Brown's been playing very, very well. Next up, Trae Young. This might be our third team. They're playing very, very well. The Hawks. The Hawks at 14-13. Very good NBA Cup run. I mean, they beat out the Cavs and the Celtics to go to the NBA Cup. I mean, that's a busted, broken, like, that was crazy strong, crazy competitive, and the Hawks were the ones who came out of it. So, thus far, as of right now, you gotta remember, this is right now. Trae Young is doing very good, so I'm gonna give Jimmy. I don't know, like if it's like snubbed or if it's like no chance. I'm probably gonna go just no chance, just because I don't think take. I don't know. He's not doing what it takes. There we go to get there. There's gonna be a lot of guys in no chance. Ooh. Wow. All right. Next up, I'm gonna go just because of injury. No chance. No chance for Paolo. Jokic, first team. And right now, man, putting him over D Book, the same record. And I feel like he's been playing worse. His 3-point shooting is way better, like infinitely better than it had been. We might have to come back to the one because I feel that like D Book, I don't know. They have the same record though. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. This is no brainer. Shea, first team. Duh. Chet. I'm gonna put Chet in the snubbed. Oh wait, no. He's like out for like the whole year. Can't even make it. I don't think. No chance. No chance. Laurie, no chance. No shot. Kawhi, you've already missed too many games. No. James, I'm going to say snubbed. As of right now, he's been playing and bias as a Clippers fan, maybe. But who thought that the Clippers were going to be where they are in terms of 15 wins, 12 losses without Kawhi Leonard? And you have all these teams like Steph, KD, Book, Beal, Jokic, just generational. Kyrie, Luka, the Rockets, really good young team. Ja on them, like all these guys. You got LeBron and AD, and the Clippers have a better record right now than LeBron and AD do. I get that LeBron said now, and like the Kings, people. I mean, I saw people saying the Clippers are going to be like down here in the 13th spot. Sir, that's not how we roll. We got dogs on this team. So he is the system. I'm going to put him in snubbed up because I don't think he's just not on the same caliber as these other guys. I think the embodiment of the second team is going to be Jaylen Brown. I mean, the Knicks are very, very good. They've been very good all season. 6-10, nice job. They are a legit contender in the East. So yeah, I'm gonna go second team right there. There's nothing crazy. LeBron James, third team. Question. Might do that. KD. Got so many guys left. Holy crap. I mean, finish up the first team really fast. Luka. Done. Raps. Top 5. Done. Remember, team, we can go 5 players. So, do I go KD third team? Let's roughly put it right now, and then we're going to do a lot of like stat checking, a lot of, I guess, just like stat fact checking after. So, I'm going to go KD in the third team. Just because there's a guy that I want to put in the second team, and you'll see who it is. Fox, no chance. Şengün, I'm going to put in snubbed. I'll put Fox in snubbed too, because he's always snubbed. These Kings guys are just, I mean, look at this. Bro, first team's loaded already. Like, we already know who that is. Second team has guys who've been playing very well. Third team's guys who've been playing very, very well and who've done that for the course of their career. And these guys have, like, I mean, the Kings, if you weren't the freaking 13 seed, 12 seed, under 500 in the West, I might put you somewhere different. But right now, no. Ja. Oh, man, dude. I'm going to do this. Oh, dude. I'm going to do this. And no chance. MB snubbed. Oh, my gosh. What? Wait, do Wemby snubbed? We're going to blow through this. Embiid, no. Missed it. Tyrese, snubbed. Randall, no shot. What the f*** am I talking about with that? Scotty Barnes, no shot. Donovan Mitchell, second team. Pascal, no shot. Dame, maybe snubbed. Okay. A lot of guys who are no chance, no shot. So, here's where we move things around. Generally, I mean, all of these guys are cooked. There's nobody in here that can really move up. There might be some guys who can move up in here. It's going to be between here and here, and maybe we'll check between the second and the third. Like, it's gonna be a long time of so. As of right now, the main thing I wanted to check was Anthony Edwards versus versus D Book. Golly, I like the little compare thing. And 25, Devin Booker. Compare. Okay, this season, compare. Running is running. Okay, so that pretty much solidifies it. Ant has more points per game, more rebounds, more steals, blocks, field goal percentage, 4%. His 3-point percentage is 42%. So that's where we got to go down here. Where's like the whole per game? Yes. I was looking at this, and this is like their head-to-head, like in the one game. I'm like, why is D-Book averaging 40? Per game. Yeah, Ant is shooting. See, where's the 3? A better percentage on almost 2.5 more 3-pointers per game. Average more points, more rebounds, more less assists. D-Book averaging, wow, very, very good. Ant taking 2 more shots a game. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Ant has been very, very good. It's the whole shooting. If his shooting was trash, we would be flipping that, and Ant might get. Ant getting snubbed though. Oh, is D-Book better than Ja at the moment? Put it in another person. First one is Ja Morant. Pair the guard. D-Book more scoring. Ja. Then leading his team as of right now, they've been good. 22-8. That's not like a crazy stat line. 1%. D-Book is better percentage on a higher volume. Josh shooting less free throws. Ah, man. I'm going to just give it to Ja because they have a better record, and we didn't get to see this last year, so I'm kind of excited. I'll put Ja on. Sorry, D-Book. I mean, we're going to have to kind of snub you here. I think that should be it. Trae Young. Can anybody move around? I think the first team is absolutely locked. Like, there's nobody getting into that. There's nobody coming out of that. Everyone is like up here. Second team, Donovan Mitchell, Brunson. I feel really good about that second team. It's pretty guard heavy, but I don't need to change that for the sake of it being guard heavy. I mean, if you saw the all NBA defensive team last year, it was all over the place. Excuse me. I think we should be good with that. That's first team: Giannis, Tatum, Jokic, Shea, Luka. Second team: Steph, AD, Brown, Brunson, Mitchell. Third, Trae Young, Ant, Bron, KD. Wemby. If the Spurs had a better record, 500, I really want to put Wemby on. Let's just check Wemby's stats really fast. Let's go back. Back again. Let's check Wemby's stats. Benyama. Okay. So he's averaging 23, 10, and 4. 24, 10, and 4. Ali. He's shooting 6 threes a game. He's hitting 33%. Oh, excuse me. That's like his whole career. He's shooting 9 threes a game and hitting 33% of them. Holy frick. Wow. Yeah, 24 and 10, 4, and 4 blocks. 3.5 blocks. Crazy. Excuse me. So sorry. Played 21 games, started 21 games. How many games did they played? 6? So, yeah, I really don't think anybody here can go up. If anything, it's gonna be like Dame over Trey or Dame over Ja. But for right now, based off of their standings, like I don't think Dame is having that crazy of the season. Like average 26 and 8 on 37% from 3 on 9 attempts. Team is like in the 5th spot, 14 and 11. Wow, that meant I'm back. Holy crap. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think I'm going to save that and post it on the community tab. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Golly, I'm still waking up. Yeah, that doesn't seem that bad to me. There shouldn't be any players that like we're missing. I didn't make this. I just up and decided to do the tier list. But I don't think there's any players that we're missing that could go on. Now, I could have gone without like a Pascal Siakam, a Scotty Barnes, Larry Markkinen. Like they didn't really need Zion, Julius Randle. Tough that Kawhi isn't going to be here, but he's already missed every single straight up quarter of the season. But will that like help James Harden get in like someone? Probably not. I think this is a pretty good lock. I think we're chilling. That. Let me go blow my nose fast. Woo! I need it. Yep. All right, next thing we had. Let's talk about it. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a good time. Are y'all ready for this? This is going to be so fire. So, I want to do more hot takes on the channel. In saying that, we got some hot takes, bruh. We have so many hot takes to look at. And so many, I'm talking about 5. So, specifically 5 hot takes. Hopefully it's in dark mode. Okay, cool. We should be chilling. Let me see. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Can I make it bigger? I think we can see that. Okay, yeah. I just took screenshots from Reddit. We're going to look at NBA hot takes, and some of these, holy crap, some of these are not very good hot takes, but some of these are very, very good, and you're going to get my opinion on all, I think, 5 or 6. So, prime James Harden over prime Steph Curry. The guy says, okay, hear me out. James Harden has a way weaker supporting cast than Curry and still almost beat him. I can't really explain what I'm trying to say. Disagree. I'll elaborate a little bit better. Now, I didn't pick this hot take based on this guy's evidence because I lied to him, so he didn't get to elaborate. So that's not what we're here for. I'm here for the thought. What's the thought? What's the take? The take is prime James Harden over prime Steph Curry. Now, this is a very interesting one to see. I've been seeing this a lot recently. I know Cam Thomas had a statement about like James Harden changed the game more than Steph Curry, and people were saying, well, yeah, because no one plays like Steph Curry. Now, playing like Steph Curry doesn't mean jack up threes. People play more like James Harden than they do play like Steph Curry. James Harden's the get in your bag, one-on-one, ISO, go get a bucket. Steph Curry is the get the ball, pump fake, dish off, run around the court, relocate. Like no one's playing like Steph Curry. People are shooting a ton of threes, but that's not Steph Curry isn't just a three chucker. He's very calculated, running around, getting open shots, getting his guys ready. So more people play like James Harden. James Harden opened up those floodgates for players to play like him. By getting in his bag, getting on the free throw line, stuff like that. We see a lot more of that than we do of people running around like Steph Curry. So, in terms of that, prime James Harden has more of an impact on the players and their play style, 100%. Steph Curry did shoot a lot of threes, but let's not act like James Harden didn't also shoot a lot of threes. And I think he would have, even if Curry wasn't there, right? That's just Harden's play style. Um, Curry did change the game in terms of the distance ball, a lot of other stuff like that. But James Harden, in terms of prime, I'm going to have to give it to Steph. I mean, the first unanimous MVP in NBA history, more championships. Harden has none. Harden has one MVP. Curry has two. Got a Finals MVP. He's got 4 rings. I don't think this is close. I get the point, and I made the point that I was trying to make, that I've seen other people make as well, where it's like more people play like James, and James is still really, really good. I think it's between James and KD for the best overall scores of all time in history is James Harden and Kevin. Those two guys, I don't think it's close. There's not a close third at all. Everyone else is not as well rounded. They can't get to the spots. They don't shoot efficiently. I could talk forever about that. I love Harden and I love KD, bro. So, that being said, I'm gonna take Prime Curry in this one. Like, I don't think it's that much of a debate. I get where they're coming from, but it's like, we're talking about the prime. There's a window. Go from prime is like 2014 to 2020 now, 2020 now, I guess, maybe. 4 championships, like I said, 2 MVPs, first unanimous MVP, most threes in the season, most 3-pointers made ever. So I'm taking prime Steph Curry, man. James Harden's very, very good. I get the point, but this guy didn't prove enough evidence to like sway me otherwise. Prime Steph Curry all day long. I go to the next one, or do I have to? Okay, cool. This one's interesting. I like this one a lot. Jordan Poole. That's just what it is. Jordan Poole. Boom. As a Lakers fan, I don't think gambling on Jordan Poole would be too bad. In Washington, he's a first option as we've seen his flaws. However, in Golden State, we've seen him thrive while being a second, third option behind Curry and Clay. Brain dead moves the Lakers have done recently and the offseason lack thereof. I wouldn't be angered if we gambled on Jordan like we did on Westbrook. Him alongside LeBron and AD would be better than D'Lo IMO. So, this guy's saying, get rid of D'Lo, Jordan Poole. Because the first time I read this, I was like, bro, what are you talking about, Jordan Poole? You literally have the exact same player. I don't think they should do this because the Wizards are, I think, going to sell. Because I think, in my humble opinion, they should get rid of everybody that is not named Bilal Coulibaly, Alex Sarr, and Bob Carrington. Everyone else, Kuz is cool. You probably get something for Kuz. Valanciunas is whatever. Jordan Poole is whatever. I mean, they got rid of Tyus Jones. Or just let him walk, I guess. I don't got anything back for him. But I think you need a better point guard overall. If you're talking about what the Lakers need, I don't think Jordan Poole is the answer. I think that'd be hilarious. Especially if you don't get rid of D'Lo. Like, you're not going to do a 1-for-1 straight up Jordan Poole D'Lo trade to the Wizards. Like, that. The Wizards don't want D'Lo. Like, what? So, you're going to have to give up picks probably. Maybe a second. I don't know if he's worth the first. But if that's the case, I mean, yeah, I think there needs to be a gamble of some sorts because Gabe Vincent and D'Angelo Russell are just not working. Austin Reeves has been in and out sometimes, missed a couple games here and there. Ron's obviously out for I don't know how long. I think he's not playing. He didn't play the last game. I don't know if he's not playing the next game. But outside of that, man, Jordan Poole, I don't think he's like actually the answer for this team. And he's not even saying that he would be like a missing puzzle piece. He's saying that like, hey, let's gamble on him. I don't think you should even gamble on him. I don't think there's gonna. Honestly, it's just gonna be D'Lo, and you gotta get rid of D'Lo. I would rather have D'Lo over Jordan Poole. I get that he's younger, but you kind of need that vet, and D'Lo's been there for a little bit. So I don't think that this makes any sense. I'd keep D'Lo over Jordan Poole. I get the vision. I kind of get the vision, but Jordan Poole is not that guy that you need. Far into the camera. Just this. Sorry, getting yelled. Okay, I saw this one and almost peed myself. Give me 1 sec. going to work. It's 8 a.m., baby. No school, so I got to sit here and stream. So, yeah. All right, cool. So, I saw this one. I almost spit out my water. I almost passed out. I almost fell down the stairs like an 80-year-old woman. Like, prime J.R. Smith is a better all-around scorer than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, this one is interesting because here's the thing. We're talking about a prime JR. Like, what does that even mean? I get that there's a Knicks jersey and like JR wasn't an all-star, so I get the term like prime, but I also don't know. I don't know what's the point of the hog in basketball. All hog? Is that what that means? Is it hog ball? This guy, he's tripping. A lot of stuff. Also, this is all that I got. There's no other explanation. No one comments on this. I went into the depths of freaking NBA Reddit to find stuff like this. And there's no explanation. No one commented. It's just prime J.R. Smith better all-around scorer than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hog ball. Knicks J.R. Smith. So, in terms of what this means, I don't know. If you want to say like prime JR is a better overall bucket getter, he's a more interesting bucket getter. He's more flashy than Shai. Like, I'd say yes, but in terms of an actual, like, straight up, if we're having a dead serious conversation about like all around scorers, Shai's getting there. I mean, he's up there, bro. I mean, he can hit the 3-ball now. That mid range is gnarly. He gets inside. He gets free throws. You have to score from the free. That's part about being a scorer, right? Prime JR, I get the sentiment, but it's like, bro. Prime JR. It's not even like in hog ball. That's my favorite part, hog ball. Oh, that's so good, bro. I like doing this because I get it, but the hot take, no, that's not even a hot take, and it makes it that much funny that no one commented. I don't know how many people have seen this. I don't know if you can look at that on Reddit or whatever, but golly, bro, yeah, that's not how we're doing. So I think we're about 3 in. Got a couple more. Another Steph Curry one, dog. Okay. Hot take. Steph Curry's become overrated. Hear me out. Steph Curry's a great player, one of my favorite players, but he's become overrated. I think he deserves his spot in the top 10 greatest to ever do it. Some people have slowly dragged him all the way up to top 5. Some people even have him as the GOAT. So, Steph Curry is undeniably, unequivocally top 10 at this point. I don't think it's close. Top 10. Whoever he knocked out is your whole deal. Maybe I need to do that for a podcast bit to update, because Kevin Durant is also right on that step. I know the gatekeepers are like the Wilts and the Tim Duncans. Like Tim Duncan, 5 rings. 5 rings? 5 rings. How many MVPs? 2? Like, that's some stuff to get over. And then like guys like Kobe and Shaq are around the 7 to 8, 9 to 10 spot, right? So putting Curry top 5 is interesting. I don't know. For me, my top 5 is solidified for a while. Just because of like it's MJ, Bron, Kareem, Magic, and Bird in that order. Or Bron, MJ. I switch on Bron, MJ. Like I really, it depends on who I'm talking. That bad? Like you could convince me either way. It's 2 different play styles. We're not talking about the GOAT debate right now, so I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, Kareem at 3, Magic at 4, Bird at 5. Bird could probably move down. If anybody's gonna move, it's probably gonna be Bird. 3 MVPs in a row, 5 championships. Or no, what did I say? 5? 3. How many rings? 3 rings, right? 3 rings. 3 finals MVPs. Bird's a dog. Bird is a dog. Stephen Curry is also a dog. 4 championships, 2 MVPs. First one being 100% unanimous. 1 Finals MVP, and he stretched out his finals wins, which is impressive to me. Why I have LeBron. In terms of Steph Curry being overrated, he's not overrated. I don't know why it's bad to think about top 5. I mean, you have the debate about, okay, Shaq has 4 rings. Shaq has 3 Finals MVPs. That's cool. Kobe is such an interesting conversation. with the GOAT debate, and not even the GOAT debate. Kobe fans will have Kobe as their GOAT, and it's like you kind of just they're like, okay, cool, give it to him. I don't think Steph Curry is like that good to like people say, man, he's the GOAT, to like give it to him. Like, really? Okay, I gotta push back a little bit. Kobe, I can be like influence, 5 championships, only 1 MVP, 2 Finals MVPs. Like, he also won his championships apart, which is really, really. I think that says a lot. Like almost 10 years apart. But Steph Curry is not overrated. He is easily top 10. Is he top 5? Not for me. Not for me. And I know some people don't even count the old guys. Like, they don't count the Wilts. They don't count Bill Russell. I have Bill Russell like 6 because I'm like 11 championships is insane. I don't care what I reference this all the time. I don't care what rec league you play in. If you play with a bunch of toddlers and it's just you, 11 championships in anything, in any level of sport, 11 championships is crazy talk, dude. It is crazy talk. So that's why I have. I mean, I don't even count Will. Will's not in my top 10. I think Curry officially like had to do that. But yeah, so Curry's not in my top 10. Some people don't count, like I said, the Wilt and the Russells. So if we're gonna do that, then that's a different list. I'm gonna make one of both, and I'll get back to you guys maybe in a podcast or something like that. But then now we gotta talk about Jokic. If Jokic was the 4th MVP, and only 6 guys have done that, less than that, MJ, Braun, Kareem, and it's like I think 5 guys have done that. So we gotta have some interesting conversations with Jokic if he wins 4 MVPs. That's crazy talk again. So Steph Curry's not overrated. I'm not hearing you out. I get it, but I'm also not on board. So I think this is the last one we got. This one's super interesting. This needs a whole video by itself, bro. USA versus the world. Now, this is so interesting. So this guy says, USA versus the world. If the USA and world legit played in the basketball game, the USA would get smoked. I'm keeping you to that. The USA would get smoked. Is what. World would have a starting lineup of Luka, Shea, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis. Wemby coming off the bench. Few others would dominate USA. So who else is coming off the bench for them? So like, who else is let's look at our little list, our tier maker list. See me still? Good. Okay. So, for the sake of let's do this. Let's do all the Team USA guys and all the world guys. This is actually really convenient now. So world, Team USA, world. Where's Wemby? Wemby, world. What else is world? Let me know if I'm stupid and I forget someone. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're getting smoked, buddy. Like, are you kidding me? Everybody here. Okay, I don't know. Team USA is deep, dude. I mean, look at that. So Team World is Giannis, Jokic, Shea, Luka. I put Siakam there. Siakam, Wemby, Şengün, Sabonis, and Embiid. A lot of big guys. You literally only have 2 guards. Now, since every European plays like a guard, it doesn't really matter. Okay, cool. But Team USA, Steph, Tatum, AD, Brown, Brunson, Mitchell, Kawhi, LeBron, AD, KD, Book. Dude, I don't know, dog. I mean, we got to put Bam up there because he was literally on Team USA. Oh, man, dude. Tyrese was there too. No one here is Canadian. Am I not? Okay, I think I'm good. Okay, what would the starting 5 be? So we got, let's see, Luka, Shea. I'm going to put Giannis at the 3. And obviously there's more world guys, but in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 players, that's pretty much what you're going to be playing, and these are probably the best guys to put. Starting 5 for the Team USA team, it's got to be Steph. LeBron's in there. Oh, golly. What do we do here? Is it like this? Steph, Tatum, Bron, KD, AD. And then off the bench, Brown, Brunson, Mitchell, Kawhi, Leonard, Ant, D-Book, Trae Young, Ja, Harden can probably go down here. Fox, yeah, probably go down here. Tyrese, oh, excuse me. Tyrese go down here. Bam could go up here. I don't know if they're getting smoked. Like, I don't know if they win because that starting lineup is crazy, but this starting lineup is also stupid, bro. Like, golly, we saw D-Book started for the Team USA and he was balling. Bang was there. He was balling. And technically, here and that, but I get what you're saying. Technically, I don't think. Actually, no, I don't think anybody. He was the only one who like lived here during high school. So, in terms of this, if USA World and man, they played a legit basketball game, USA would get smoked. I get it. I get the starting lineup's crazy, but dude, I literally put it out right here. Team USA, as we just saw a couple months ago, is crazy good, dude. So I'm saying I disagree based off the fact that you said that they would get smoked. I don't think they're getting smoked. I don't think anyone's getting packed up. That's not what's happening. This team won the gold right here. This starting lineup. Well, let's see. This starting lineup. Dude, wait, who's the starting lineup? It was like Tatum definitely didn't play. I think it was y'all or Bam or Embiid was there. You get the point. Team USA is crazy, and then all of these guys are on Team USA. Oh, sorry, he's on World. I knew I was missing somebody. Golly, I'm missing nobody else. Think I'm good? Yeah, Team USA is really, really good, and you don't have enough guards in the world, but you could figure that out. I mean, get freaking. I'm blanking guards now, but that's my whole bit, man. That was crazy. That's a good one. That's a good one to think about. But I think World. I don't know if they still win. Lucas, Shea, Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid, really, really good. But Steph, we saw what these guys did already. So now they didn't play against this whole team, but these guys were really good, undefeated. Kawhi didn't even play. Ant was balling. These guys weren't even there. None of these guys were there. Same with these guys. Halliburton and Tatum were the only guys there. But yeah, that's all I got for today, bro. I think that's pretty much it. Streaming for like an hour. Very, 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 very fun stuff. That's, man, crazy stuff. So Friday, I still will be streaming. We'll have that. Saturday, we'll have the podcast. Did a bunch of different stuff today to give you guys content. If you not watch the stream or you're watching a VOD, shout out if you're watching a VOD. And you got to this, especially we're an hour in. Shout out if you're watching the VOD. But in terms of content, I want to make a lot of stuff. Do longer streams to have more content so I could post it, especially with the holidays. I will not be streaming next week because Christmas is a week away from today. But I will have content. I will be posting content for you guys. I'm going to try my best over the break. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got, bruh. So enjoying streaming, bro. This is so much fun. I can't wait till we got more guys in chat talking and stuff. So if you're watching the VOD, pull up on stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. Mountain Time, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. Check out the podcast. It's out every Saturday. I'm trying my best to do it Saturdays. But that's all I got. We're almost at the hour mark. Very, very fun stream. Got some good stuff. I kind of want to just like that every time, like little rankings. I had one more thing I want to do, but I'm gonna get. I think that's good for today. Stream for an hour, and we'll maybe hit that on Friday because it's about the trades. It's a Ringer article about trades and destinations stuff. So maybe we'll see something in the next 2 days that we'll talk about on Friday. But good stuff. NBA Cup's awesome. Still, if you can't hear me because the mic, hopefully, you can't hear me. So I really need to be better at mic positioning. So sorry if you couldn't hear me for a sec, but that's all I got for today, bro. I'm waiting. Can I wait 45 more seconds to hit the hour mark? Wait. What do I got going on? Podcast is good. Trying to format it in a way that allows me to content, like I said. Like I was watching the Deep 3. If anyone watches the Deep 3, shout out. But they do like TikTok time. They do like an hour after their podcast of TikTok time where they just basically farm content for TikTok and for YouTube. And so I want to do that editing, especially when I have no classes, no work this week. Like my 9 to 5, I mean 7 to probably 5 when my wife gets home from work. 10 hours is going to be straight up cash money YouTube. So I'm running it. We officially hit the hour mark. Appreciate all y'all who pulled up and watched a little bit.